G'day freelancers, Lemon Eating Cow here, and today I am back with another Anthem guide, and this time I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy route to collect treasure chests and collectibles very easy in the game. Now, while these treasure chests aren't exactly the best source of loot, they are pretty lucrative sometimes, but the main reason why you would want to do this is to complete a quest or a roadblock quest that you will get to later on in the game. So at some point in the game, you will come up against the various trials of the Legion. And one of these particular trials tasks you with getting 15 treasure chests and 10 collectibles. Now, the thing is with these treasure chests, even if you're with a party, you have to be the one that opens up that treasure chest. So potentially, if you're playing with a group of 2 to 3 friends, then you could be looking at nearly 60 chests that you have to open. So it's important that you find a way that you can farm these up quickly and easily. So luckily there is a pretty quick route that you can do, and with a little bit of luck you should be able to do this pretty easily. So this will have to be done in free play mode. Of course, this is going to be best if you can get in a few friends so you can make sure that somebody else isn't looting these chests. But otherwise you'll have to do it in a random free play mode. So it's possible that you may jump into a game that these chests have already been looted. But they will respawn after a certain amount of time. Also note that the chests in certain locations can sometimes be a chest, other times they will be a collectible node, and other times they will be a resource node. And other times they may not be there at all. Again, you'll just have to wait for them to respawn, or you can exit the map and re-enter free play and hopefully they respawn that way. Anyway, let's get into the route. So you want to start free play outside Fort Tarsus, and once you've landed in, all we're going to do is head forward or a bit northeast on the map. And the first point that we can get a chest is right down here at the bottom of this this canyon, I guess, down at the bottom of the waterfall. Right underwater, there is a possibility of a chest spawning. For most of these locations, I will actually get a chest spawn, but sometimes they simply won't be spawned, or somebody else in the map has already looted them. Again, I say you will be able to get these after a certain amount of time. They will respawn. So once you've got that, we're going to head roughly northeast here, up and out of this water body here. I will show you the little orange or yellow trail that I do travel. Once you're up and out of the water, we're going to head towards the end of this river or towards the end of the waterfall. And off to our right here is a camp. Now this one can be either a collectible, which you're seeing here, which you have to pick up 10 of these, or it can be a resource node, or sometimes, very rarely, it can be a chest. Note, it can actually sometimes be nothing as well. So from here you want to line up yourself with that kind of tooth rock sticking out there, and we're going to go to the right of it and down, and right here there can be a treasure chest. Now this one seems to be fairly sporadic. Usually it's a treasure chest, but it can be also a resource node, and there it is on the map. From this point we're going to fly straight up and back towards Fort Tarsus, heading about south. So from here up on this top ledge, we'll see a little bit of a camp. And now you'll notice this is pretty much the place where we did one of our first missions. Here we didn't get a treasure chest, but often there will be a treasure chest here. But because it's pretty open, it's often looted as well. This can also be a collectible. So from here, we want to go roughly about north here. There will be a little outcrop of rock and a little like snaggletooth of rock, and from here there's usually a chest. Now this one is spawned pretty frequently and people do miss it pretty often, so make sure you check here. As you can see, I'm getting a good mix of greens and blues at the moment. I do have this on hard mode. I'm not sure if it affects the chest loot, but yeah. From here you want to head to this white like windmill type of building here, I guess. Now where I land first is often where a collectible can spawn. I still haven't seen a chest here, but collectibles seem to be fairly regular. Also in the back here we can get another collectible, but as you can see there wasn't one spawned this time. There is the point there on the map. So from here we're going to head along the ridge of the mountain and towards the ruins that you'd see off in the distance there up towards the north. Now if we drop just down in the path here, there's often a chest that spawns, but usually it'll only be a chest or nothing. There's the map location there. Now once you pick that, head up further north into the body of the ruins, well, off to the left up the mountain, and here will be a chest. Unfortunately, I got to it a little bit too late and somebody else looted it, but this will often be a chest here. This one seems to be fairly well known, so I often find this one looted. Now this is the point where if you know of closer chests, there might be a more effective way or one a little bit closer by to loot, but this is the route that I've been taking and I've been trying not to deviate too much because I didn't want to waste too much time. So anyway, head under the crack in the rock there and head up towards this point. There'll often be a chest here, but it can also be a resource node as well. You just got to keep an eye out. If it is on hard mode, there is a couple of enemies here that can actually do a fair bit of damage to you. So again, at this point, if you know any other chests in the area, it might be a good idea to go get them if they're a little bit closer, but this is the route that I take. So head towards the piers of the Liatrelli, I guess that word is, and up into the cave system a bit here, past the two bugs. And just at this point here, there will be either a treasure chest or a group of resource nodes, like a little collection of material there, but often it will be a chest. This time we didn't actually get anything. Maybe it was looted, or sometimes maybe on the map it just doesn't spawn through. Once you've done that, head towards the east here and down through this opening into the Gathering Falls. Now again, there could be other chests here, but I'm going to go straight for the obvious ones. And the big obvious one is that in the big tree in the middle of the Edian Grove, there is often a chest or a resource node in here. Most of the time I get a resource node here. I've only had one chest spawn, but it is quite possible to get chests from here. So that is my quick route. You can see a bit of the line that I follow here. It's not the most obvious, but anyway, if you follow back through the video and pause where I stop, then you'll get a pretty good idea of where all the different chests are. So hopefully you get a good lot of chests spawning on your runs, but for me it only took me about 3 runs of this and I was able to complete the achievement or the challenge straight away. So it is quite an effective way of doing it, and even if you don't get those chests to spawn, you will get collectibles spawning as well. So it is a good way to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. I know there's other videos on YouTube going over like 10, 15, 20 different chests, but I find flying such long distances only to find that somebody else has looted your chest or nothing turns up at all is a little bit demoralizing. So I try and keep my runs fairly short so there's minimal transition between each of the chests. Anyway guys, if you have any other routes you can take that are more efficient, or I've missed some pretty obvious treasures there, then leave them down in the comment sections below and hopefully somebody else can benefit from it. If this video did help you out, please leave a thumbs up. If you have any comments or suggestions, then leave them down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so. This has been Lemon Eating Cow. Mo!